Alright, take two because my camera was blurry and I messed up and we're gonna get right into it. What's going on, y'all? My name's Alex Snow. I'm gonna start calling, you know what? I got a name for you guys. You guys are called visionaries, you know? Television, visionaries, vision. So, the first thing I want to talk about is how to perceive loneliness, is how to view loneliness. So just like with everything on this channel, I like to turn things that are negative into a more positive light, you know, bring it into more of a positive light. And don't look at it as such a bad thing, okay? In our primitive state, when we used to be cavemen and things like that, if you were lonely, you're probably gonna die, okay? If you weren't with a tribe of men, you know, or you didn't have a family or whatever, you didn't have people to be around, it would lead to being super sad because, you know, who are you going to, like, make noises with or whatever? Like, I don't know, we used to be like monkeys, you know, we would just go crazy or whatever, you know? Another thing is, if you didn't have people, you would have a lower chance of survival. You know, you need a tribe in order to hunt, in order to like make houses or whatever, or just things of that nature, you know, just to survive. You need people. We need people, okay? But if we look at modern day society, you don't necessarily need people. You obviously, look, you need people. I'm not saying you don't need people whatsoever. But let's just say, hypothetically, we're not even hypothetically, my own situation. I know I'm gonna talk about myself. For a couple of years, I've had friends. Like, I have friends, you know, but there was a point in my life where a lot of people I do not see eye to eye with anymore when it comes to past friends, you know? Like back in the day, like grade 9 or whatever, or even middle school, you can play video games and that's your friend, you know? Oh, you like 2K? Oh, you like Fortnite? Oh, let's play. Friends, you know? Things like that, just doing stupid things. But as you get older and politics or religion or just things of that nature start to, you know, get brought up more and more, or just like that person themselves, you just notice the type of person they are, things just kind of, you know, you get kind of, you it's either you're with the crowd or you're not with the crowd, and I'm the type of person to be with the crowd, or to not be with the crowd. I'm sorry, okay, I messed up, god damn it. I'd like to think, based on a lot of surveys online and just a lot of comments and just a lot of voices I hear online, I hear a lot that a lot of people are lonely, you know, a lot of people are suffering with being lonely, and truly I can relate to that, you know. I might seem like an outgoing social person online or whatever, but trust me, I'm not saying this is all for the camera, but I try to do this out of my comfort zone so that I can talk to you guys, you know, and build a community to get strong. Say from you started being lonely from a year ago to up to the current moment, don't view it as a bad thing, okay? You are lonely for a reason. Everything in life is for a reason, okay? Everything that happens to you or that doesn't happen to you is for a reason. There is a reason right now that you don't have the friend group that you want. There is a reason why, you know, sometimes I used to want to hang out with bad groups of people, you know, people doing drugs or whatever. But I know that God or the higher being, or whatever, if you want to call it just your life path or whatever, I know that it is not my purpose to be hanging around with those people messing around right now, you know? People like us, people like you and me, we have a greater purpose. Everyone has a greater purpose at the end of the day, but some people, it hits them when they're younger, okay? And majority of you guys that are watching this right now, basically, if you're watching this and you have a brain, you're conscious of what you want to do with your life, some of what you want to do, use this time of loneliness, of solitude, all this, of just working towards your goals. Work on yourself, okay? I used to go to bed. I don't want to, you know, I wouldn't go to bed crying, but I would go to bed very emotional and overthinking, be like, oh, why does the world hate me? Why am I such this and that? Just like uncontrollable thoughts and just all super pessimistic about myself. I want to be exceptional in life, better than everyone else in whatever category or career or whatever that you are achieving to do, that you aspire to, that you want to do. You know, you can't hang around with the mediocre, with the people that are just okay in life, that are decent, you know? And there's a reason why you are not, you can't fit in with the rest of them. You have something inside of you, you know? Take this shit off. You got something inside of you that wants to do better in life. And you have every right to feel that way. I'm gonna put this back on because it's cold as shit. God damn, I'm doing too much for this. You guys don't deserve this. I'm sorry. You know, I like you guys, but we're not there yet. Maybe if you subscribe and like, we can get there. I'm still a lonely person in the sense where I don't have tons of friends. I don't have tons of accessibilities, or I'm not able to go to a whole bunch of events or connections like that, you know, and that is completely my fault. I put myself in a situation, whether good or bad, to be away from the crowd. I want to do my own thing. I want to have a career. I want to be an independent thinker. I want to be super smart. I want to be all these things. And I know that if I'm hanging around with the wrong crowd, a bad crowd, what am I going to learn from that? The mind is so powerful. It grasps onto anything that it observes or consumes during the day. The second you wake up and you go on your phone, your mind is just gonna be all over the place right away. Especially if you're on TikTok or just these crazy, like these social media apps that just, you know, mess up your mind. If you're just scrolling the second you wake up, you're gonna be like, you're just gonna have opinions of other people's opinions are now gonna be put into your mind, and then you're gonna be reflecting and be like, oh, is that what I think? No, stupid. It's what they think, and now you're starting to think like them. You're programming your mind. So, if you have so much alone time, your mind, it's like, how would you say this? It's like, all right, you know, I was drinking some Sunny D to get my vitamin D. Is that vitamin? It's vitamin D. I don't even know my vitamins at this point. I'm gonna say vitamin D. But anyways, let's say this. Okay, so I know it's halfway right now, but let's say for the example, all right, yeah, let's say it's halfway. Okay, it is halfway. You guys see? It's halfway. So imagine when you are with the crowd, it's all the way up, crowd. So if you're with a bad crowd, this cup is all the way up. There's nothing more that you can learn if you're with a bad crowd. It's like retaking a test if you got 100% on the test already, you know? Like, there's not much more that you can achieve. The cup is already full. But if you're by yourself, and we'll say for this sake of the example, let me try to, so it doesn't fool you guys. Let's say this is empty. Your mind is empty. You know, you are not consuming much. You are not conversating and just wasting time. Your energy, you know, your energy is all the way down here. So you have this whole cup. You have all this time. You have all this space, this storage that is not used yet. Use this time if you are lonely. Loneliness is a blessing in disguise. Like, you guys have gone to school, okay? I know you guys have gone to school unless you're a dropout. All right, that's tough. But you guys have gone to school. And unless you're like a geek or a nerd, like I was good in school, but trust me, even I didn't like school. So let's just come to an agreement here. Nobody really liked school, at least the hard classes, okay? Actual school. I'm not talking about hanging with friends, okay? Imagine all the times that you were in class and all that time wasted, you know, like you feel like you're just intaking all this nonsense, you know, that it's up to debate whether or not the stuff they actually teach you in school is really has a purpose, or you need it in life if it's actually useful. But we'll say for the sake of the argument, or for the sake of my statement, or this point I'm trying to make, is that is not. All right, so you're in class for all those hours, 6 hours of the day, and it's just, you're bored, you know, you feel like you're learning nothing. The second you get out of school, you're at home or whatever, you're playing video games, or you're hanging out with friends, you're going out, and you feel like you're enjoying so much more of the day. You're taking so much more, you know, as a kid, as when you were younger. So it's just like when you get older, except it's the complete opposite. The more you hang out with the friends and you do all those things, you realize you're wasting more time because you're not evolving as a person. You're not necessarily evolving your career. You know, you're not advancing your mind. So with all the time of being lonely, you need to do research. Meditate. Research on the computer about certain subjects, topics that you're not educated on. Start hitting the gym. If you don't have a good physical physique, then that's something you need to do. Start eating healthier. Do all these things to improve yourself. This is your time. There is a reason why you are alone. It's so that you can reflect on yourself. When you are hanging with people, we usually tend to compare ourselves to our friends, or we just, you know, always like boosting each other's confidence or whatever. But being alone, there is no boosting each other's confidence. There is no saying, oh, you look amazing to your friend, or there is no, good feelings, mutual feelings back and forth. No, there's none of that. You are alone. It is your time to really look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? Like, being lonely is tough. I'm not gonna lie, it is tough, especially when you're first starting to, if you're not used to being alone. It is something that, you can go crazy. You can drive yourself insane, with overthinking certain things. And being alone is like having a vacation. You don't want to, if you're on a vacation, you don't want to be sitting around in the same room the whole day. You want to go explore, whether it's like, let's say you're at like Cuba or something, or you're at like Mexico. Imagine you just go to a resort and you just stay in the resort the whole time on vacation. No, there's so much to explore. Go explore the town, go explore the beach, go explore the ocean, do all these things, have fun. It is a vacation. So loneliness is basically a vacation, if you want to use that as an analogy. You have to explore your mind. You have to explore life while you're alone. The more you can do that, then you'll be able to get back into the social life, but you'll be such a better version of yourself, and people will look up to you. Let's say I completely evolved myself. Not completely, but I evolved myself much more than what I am now. Think about it. If all the people that I used to hang out with, if I'm the exact same person that I was 5 years ago with all those people I used to hang out with, they're going to be like, oh, it's just, it's Alex. What's up? But if I evolve myself as a person, now I'm getting much better shape. I'm trying to work on this and other things in my life. Then I can actually say I've accomplished some things. I've evolved myself. They're going to see I'm more mature. They could see I'm more well-spoken. They could see, that I'm more fit and that my mind is more polished. They're going to see all these things. They may be jealous or whatever. I don't care. Be jealous all you want. I wish them the best too. I wish that they've done it. But instead, they've wasted their whole time partying, hanging around, doing dumb, degenerate shit, lustful things, all this. Just a complete waste of time. With this loneliness, you can either excel in life, or you can just plateau, or you can just completely go down. All that is up to you when you are alone. There is no, oh, I was influenced by friends. No. Being alone is all dependent on yourself, and you're going to notice a lot of things. But remember, train your mind to be optimistic. Don't be pessimistic. Don't view life negative. Take some of the negative things. Sometimes look at life sometimes a little bit negative, or at least the things that you control, like your body, your mental health, or the way that you treat people. View those negative things so that it can drive you to be better. With that being said and done, being lonely is not a bad thing. And if you truly use that time of loneliness, of solitude to your advantage, then, man, sky's the limit. You guys, you can accomplish whatever you want. Especially the day and age we are in. If you have a phone, if you have a computer, if you have internet, do your research, okay? Whatever it is you want to do. If you need to go to school, go to school. Do what you want. But if you know you want something, stop procrastinating on it. So you guys, bro, it is so dry in my fucking room. Holy hell. Oh, I'll see you guys next time. With that being said and done, my name's Alex Snow. Share it to your grandma, your grandpa, your cousins, whoever, your friends, any family members, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.